So you end up with nothing after so long. And if you clone somebody over and over and over again, there's the mental state of that person is going to be so diluted by everything else that they're doing that it's going to not be that person. Eventually, that person is going to be, a crazy star, can't speak, can't, do whatever. And that's how some things are, some people are. But yet, like I said, they're using this AI to, manipulate pictures, videos, and stuff like that, turn people against each other, and the handlers, the ones that have been here the longest, they go into these little groups. They act like they're homeless. They act like they are, part of something, and they go in there and then they influence the people that you're around, to try to make you do things. Family members, they do the same thing. They get a whiff of that money, or they get promised, X amount of dollars, and then they turn around and they do the same thing to you. Um, and these aren't even really your family members. So how can you say that these are truly your family? A lot of these people, they do not understand the concept of loyalty or honesty or honor. They have none of that. They have no dignity. They have no respect. But yet they sit and they play these games to where people think, oh, well, yeah, he's a stand-up guy, but yet they're not. Because these handlers, they go in there and they give them drugs, they give them money, and then they laugh about it. And then to be able to put a person's mind state into another body, or make a person who was a man one day to a woman the next day. They're doing so many things that are against God's law that it's pathetic. It's gross. It's foulness. I've even seen them put a man's head on a woman's body, and that shit right there was crazy. I was just like, what the fudge is that? These people want to know how much I know. Well, I do know an awful lot. I know more than what you want me to know, and I do know Fountain Hills is one of your hubs for all of the rich people that have pool and everything.